Good day guys, Bing here. Today we're going to create a family. So this is the one. So it's a adaptive family which can be placed. I'll just create a new one, maybe. Just say place one and another one. So and it's parametric, so it automatically creates this shape. Okay, and then you can adjust the size, adjust the size of this what do we call it, like this instance, like you can increase this, right? So to reduce this number. And also what else? So we can adjust the angle of these waves, and then we can also increase the size, even place it on a slope. And then after that, because this is a adaptive family, it's a mass surface, so you can place, like for example, a roof by face onto them. So now if I move this away, so we see these are the roof family, basic roof. So you can change the thickness. Okay, so let's do it. I will leave this here, so in case I couldn't work out how to do it again. Okay, so first we're going to create a new family. Okay, so we're going to create one segment, so it will be a adaptive family. Okay, so first let's place a point. I'll just place 2 points, so I just place them there and make them adaptive. Maybe reduce the distance a little bit. Yeah, okay, so like this. So now select them, create a spline through point, make it a reference line. Okay, so then we need to place a point, draw on face, onto this reference line. So, and then we're going to place a reference line. So draw on work plane, set work plane, pick this point, and let's just draw, I'll just do something like this. 3 meters. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to move this one, actually MV move, and I'll just pick the midpoint SM, snap midpoint, and now just try to move to here onto the point. So it's centered, right? Now this will be one of the profile. So now let's select this CC and select this point, pick new host, place onto this again. So now if we select these two, we can create a form. Not this one. So let's press the up arrow on the keyboard to switch between different options. So this is the one. Okay, so now if we select this point and rotate this one, so for example, typing 10, so this point will rotate by 10 degrees, right? So if I type in 20, rotate by 20 degrees. And then if we rotate this one the other way around, actually I might try this. So if I do flip, what does it? 20. Yeah, so it looks like we can use the same angle. So you can see one is 20, the other one's also 20, but with flipped, so it will rotate the other way around. So this is good. Okay, so now and yeah, so if we drag this to this end, drag this to this end. So maybe sorry, it looks like I accidentally click on that, so I'm not sure actually. So let's just leave it for now. Okay, so this is adaptive family. So let's create another one, so another new family, and it will also be an adaptive family. In this one, we will place 2 points, make them adaptive, create a spline through points, and make a reference line. And then we need to use divided path. Okay, and then for the divided path, by default it's number, fixed number. So when you increase the length, it will stay, the same number. But in this case, we're going to change this one to fixed distance. Okay, so fixed distance. Or actually, if you use fixed distance, means you can control, the exact length between these points. For example, if I type in 3 meter, so it will be 3 meter from here to here. So it doesn't matter what, the length of this line will always stay 3 meter. So if you want this line to be equally divided, so you need to use these two instead, like minimum distance or maximum distance. For this one, I'll just use fixed distance. Okay, so now we need to go back to this and load this one into here. So I'm going to just place it maybe from here to here. Okay, and then place another one from here to here. So now what we need to do is we need to flip this one. So go down here, tick this box. Okay, so now we have this issue. So you can see this. So it won't be like perfectly, connected like this. So it's a sharp angle here. So what we need to do is we need to add some more profiles to make it, curved instead of, flat or straight, right? Okay, so let's go back. We're gonna just delete this, okay? And then to make it easier, because we can just select this adaptive points and type HH and do the same HH. Okay, so now all we have here is the first point and also the profile. So we're going to copy CC and select this and pick new host, place it here and select this point. So we measure from this end. So we're going to change the measurement type from normalized curve parameter to segment length, and just type in a very tiny number. So for example, 1. Okay, so now it looks like 1, but there are actually 2 reference lines there. So we're going to do the same. So CC and select this point again, pick new host, place it here, select this, and so this time, measure from this end. So that's good. Segment length, typing 1 again. Oh, sorry. Looks like interesting. It should measure from this side. Why typing 1? Oh, hell. Oh, maybe. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. So yeah, so this is the one, right? So this is the one, with the segment length 1 millimeter. So this should measure from this end. Interesting. Oh, why? Oh, maybe because it's flipped. Sorry. Yeah, so that's all good. So typing 1 again. Yeah, so this one type 1. Okay, so now if we select these two and these two, full reference size, right? Full reference size, and click on create a form. Now we have this curved shape instead of so previously flat, right? Okay, so now let's load this one in link to the next one override, and you will see it connected, quite perfectly. Right, so although you can still see lines between, but the shape is quite good. I'll type SD to change the shade so you can see it better, see the shape better. Okay, so now this is only part, right? So how can we repeat this along this divided path? So let's try select both of them, create a repeat. Yeah, actually it works. That's good. But if it doesn't work, So sometimes, if for some reason it doesn't work, because actually when I try to do this one, so I can show you actually. So if I go edit, oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, because the family one, so the name is family one. When I try to open this one, it automatically go to the family one I have here. So no, it won't work if I just edit family. So I need to go in here to change the family name. So it will be a generic model family one. So I just rename it 1A, for example, and then we can just edit family and then open this family properly. So now I want to demonstrate sometimes this happens. So if I remove repeater here, remove repeater here, and I'll just delete these two and delete all the rest. Okay, and then try to do repeat. Sometimes this one works too. Good, that's good. But if it doesn't work, for example, if we create very random families, so if it doesn't work, you can also do this. I'll show you how you can do it. I'll change the shade SD. So if I'll create a new one from here to here. Oh, actually it should be flipped. Yeah, so looks like we need to be flipped. Oh, is that right? Maybe it's not. I'll try again. So create a new one. Here to here. Yeah, not sure what's happening here. Yeah, so it's good. Okay, that's good. I'll delete this one. Doesn't matter where you place this. Okay, so this one I'll just flip it. Yeah, and this one I'll just flip it as well. So another option you can use it, instead of selecting two and try to repeat. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You can also do this. So select this one and this one. Okay, so you can repeat and select this one and this one. Usually this always work. Okay, so this is another option. The result will be the same. Okay, the result will be the same. Now let me just close this one and go back here. I'll go back to this one. So this is the one we just did, and now we need to go back into this family and try to add some parameter, because currently there's no parameter to control. So there's no like if you go to family types, there's nothing here. You can control the size, the angle, anything, right? So we need to add some dimensions to it. Okay, so let's do it. So first we can just h to hide the form, because we don't need that. So now let's try to select the point first. So there are 2 points here. So if you select them, so there are 2. So see, reference point 2, and with an angle. So we can just create an angle. Or actually, we can do it the same. So I'll use instance for the parameter for this one. And these two, so they are sharing the same angle, so we can just use the same one. So now if we change this angle, so we can adjust both sides. And what's next? We have angles. Okay, so length, right? So the length. So to do the length, you don't need to try to set a plan, try to dimension them. So you just pick one of these reference lines. So pick it, and then you can see this temporary dimensions here, 3 meter, with the little symbol here. Click on the symbol, and that's it. Okay, so this is the one you can use to change the dimension, and then you can select this dimension and create a parameter. So let's call this one, what do we call this? This will be the depth of the roof. So let's call it D, instance parameter for this one. And okay, so now there's another one. So let's try to pick this one up. So when you see this, so this permanent dimension become back to a like a temporary dimension. It means you pick, so this dimension is associated with the line we just picked. Okay, so which means it's the wrong one. We picked the wrong reference line. So let's just unselect it, move your cursor around here, tap once, okay, and click. So now you can see this dimension become blue. So, and also we have another temporary dimension here, so which means we clicked on the other reference line, so different to the previous one. So now we can click on this. Okay, so we can just, doesn't matter where you place the dimension, but yeah, for yourself it's probably better just move them away a little bit. So, and then we can just apply the same parameter to it. So we can do the same, just select it, create, unselect, select dimension, apply parameter. Okay, so again, move your cursor around here, tab once, click, create another one. So you can see they are in the same place. So maybe we can just drag it away to the other side and then apply that dimension. Parameter. So now we have all the length parameter for the lines. Let's have a test. So if I go to family types, if I change it to 4 meter, for example. Okay, so now we have some issues. So you can see it's not centered anymore. So which means it only increase the length on one side, not on the other side. So this is probably not the result we want. So let's just Control Z for now. So we need to add an equal dimension to, so like a dimension here, this point, and here, and then, right? So it's the same. We don't need to just directly do a dimension, try to dimension, because you might pick the wrong endpoint. So it's not as efficient. So let's just do the same thing. So click on it again. Oh, actually, no. Because we have these dimensions here visible, right? So when we click on any of these reference line, it always highlight this dimension, this permanent dimension. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of them, type HH, just temporarily hide them. Okay, so HH, and then again, so select this reference line. Now we have another temporary dimension. So yeah, and then we click on this. Okay, and then we can just do here, edit witness line. So this time it's quite important. Actually, it's not quite it's quite impossible to pick the, you probably don't know which one, because there are actually 2 points there. Okay, so, and also because they are too close. So what actually you can do this, actually select the point with 1 millimeter offset. I'll just make it a meter instead. So this will make it slightly easier, right? So now you can select this dimension and use edit witness line and move onto this line and click anywhere here. Okay, and then click on this equal. So now this line, when we change it, it will always stay, centered. And do the same. Select this, create this dimension. So make temporary dimension permanent, and then use edit witness line. Pick this point, click anywhere, and use the equal. Okay, so do the same thing. So select that point, move it away. I'll just make it 1 meter, and then select this again, create a dimension, select the dimension, edit witness line, pick the point, click here, equal, line, dimension, witness line, equal. That's all. Okay, so now we can move this back. So select this point, so, and also this one, type in 1. Okay, and if we type HR and to bring back the surface, now we can have another test. So I'll change to shade SD. So let's go to family types. If I type in 2 meter, for example, it will reduce the length and also stay centered, right? Or maybe just Yeah, okay. And let's increase to 3 meter. And also we can adjust the angle. So if I type in 0, it should be a flat surface. 10, 20, 45. No, sorry, doesn't work. 30. Yeah, so it's quite, yeah. 30 degree. One side, it will be 30 degrees, 60 degree difference. Yeah, okay, so, and this is it. So now let's load this one into the other one, overwrite. Okay, so now let's have a try. What do we try? So, oh yeah, so let's actually tab select one of these. So you need to tab. So if you select this repeater, so see with repeater, so there's no parameters here. And also if you go to family types, there are no parameter because we create an instance parameter instead of type. So tab once and select this. So we have these two parameter. So we can click on this little box and to create a new parameter. So we can control in the next one. So either a mass or project. So I'll use the same. So A for angle. So instance and the same for the depth of this roof. So I'll just create another depth instance as well. Now let's, and also, oh yeah, so another half. So this is a half of this family, and the other half, oh sorry, I accidentally double clicked. So go back, tab, select. So see, we still need to link the other half. Okay, so now this is, we have the depths. Okay, so another thing is about the length of this segment. So from here to here. So currently it's controlled by the divided surface, divided path here. So using a fixed distance. So if you want, so previously I said, you can use fixed distance, or if you want to fill the last bit, you can also use this. So we can say, maximum distance 3 meter. So, and then Revit will automatically, equally divide this to fill the family. So we won't have the gap there. So, but each one, it will be 2982, depending on the overall length of this family. So, yep. So this is, yeah, so of course we need to control this, right? So you can see here maximum distance, just click on this box. So we can call this one, what do we call this one? What do we call this one? Maximum distance D. We already have a D. Segment length, call it SL. How about that? So instance, okay, and okay. So, and this is it. So now we can load this one into a project. So I will, so it's actually exactly the same. So I'll just load this one. So currently family 2, I'm afraid we have a family 2 here as well. I'll just rename this family 2 to family 2A. So now we can just load this family into the same file without overwriting anything we have in here. So now this is an adaptive family, so you can place it like a face-based family or work plan based. So you can place it, for example, onto the level, right? So maybe I'll just move it away, so just leave them. So this is it. So I placed onto a level. So I'll just maybe I'll place a wall here. So I'll show you. You can also place onto a wall. So it's like a face based, and yeah, and also it looks like it will change the orientation depending on the object you have. So if I just make it slanted wall, so with 45 degree, apparently it will follow the wall. So now that's good. I'll just delete the wall. Also delete that family. So if you don't want to delete, so I'll just quickly show you. If you don't want to delete this family, so you can select the point and change this one to not associated. So now you can delete the wall without deleting the family. So now let's have a test. We have all the parameters we need here. So first, reduce the wave. I'll top in like 10 to make it flatter. We can top in a big number to make it, oh, sorry. So the segment length. You can top in a smaller number to increase the number. So we can top in a big number here to increase the depth. And yeah. And also you can always adjust the this. It will almost automatically change the number. So we might need to increase this a little bit. So yeah, so 2 meter, for example, and yeah, so this is it. So you can go away. Maybe I'll just delete it. So and yeah, okay. So currently on levels, so you can select these 2 points. You can move them up. So use your keyboard or just MV, move them up. Yeah, it's very, very easy to work. And then once, for example, so I want to create some roof, like using this family, right? So I place this in place. So once I'm happy with the size, with the everything, so you can place a roof by face, and then just click on that, click on them. So I'll just move my roof closer to that icon. So it's it looks like we can't select it all. No, we can only pick one. So it's yeah. So yeah, so this is it. So now you can see these are all normal roofs. So we can select all of them, change the thickness, right? And they can, if you wanted to, you can just hide it, or even just demolish in the same face. So it's there. So when you use show previous and new, okay, their roof. And then if you wanted to change anything, so let's just bring it back. So change the face to hang on, what's going on here? To bring back this, and okay, so for example, I'll adjust this angle a little bit, go up a little bit, maybe I increase this length a little bit, so that I can see it change quite a lot. But yeah, so you can just select all these roof and then update to face. Looks like we have some warning here. Oh, that's not good. I'll see if I can cancel this one. Escape. Oh, okay. So maybe it's because we reduce the number. So you see, because we increase the segment length, we reduce the number. So I think this one is the one with issue, I guess, because it looks like a star from here. So I'll delete that one and then select all these again and update. That's it. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. This is a very simple but interesting, I think, adaptive family exercise. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.